My name is Alan, and today I'd like to go over the fights ACRO had for this month's NHRL qualifiers. Originally designed for 1-pound ant-weight combat, ACRO is now a 3-pound beetle-weight combat robot with its main feature being a large spinning vertical ring for a weapon. And with that new gain weight limit, I've been able to fashion the design with various armor configurations against a wide range of opponents. I'd also like to thank PCBWay for manufacturing these 3D printed aluminum parts. This is what will be driving the weapon ring. Thank you, PCBWay. For those who don't know, the rules of NHRL are double elimination. Lose twice and you're out. But winning at least 2 of your fights qualifies you for the championships in December. The timer runs out and both your opponents stand. The final decision is made through judges. Also, the full stream and rules will be in the description along with all the other links. Our first opponent is Bloody Mary, which is a vicious undercutter. To combat this, ACRO will be running armor equipped with these large TPU fins, along with a titanium plate to take low horizontal blows. We'll see how well that does.
5, 4,
And
3,
Bloody
2,
Mary here is in red, appropriately.
Robots fight.
ACRO here is this massive, Deep Six-esque spinner. Now, the really interesting thing about ACRO is you can stick your hand, well, you shouldn't, but you could. You can stick your hand right through the center. Do you see how there's no...
So it is a ring vert.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've ever seen one before. There is a very sophisticated gear system that turns this ring.
Yeah.
Seated at the center, but this is essentially just a hollow ring on a gear.
Yeah.
And obviously that creates a lot of interesting gyroscopical force that's making this thing pop and move about cage 2. Wow.
There is like so much balancing that you need to do with the physics here with a big vert, especially a wheeled vert like this. You can see that gear sitting inside of this ring. It's a very cool design. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this. It looks very futuristic and sleek.
Seeing a little smoke from Bloody Mary. It's not a Halloween effect.
Oh my God, that's a fire, Chris.
Still very mobile. It looks like both of these weapons are down. My guess is one of the reasons why we're seeing smoke coming out of Bloody Mary is it probably has something to do with that weapon system.
Now, Bloody Mary, this is a brand new robot built by Mary Beth Carr, one half of Eel Monkey art. We can see international superstar Tony Clifton there standing cage side. Part of the Eel Monkey team, but yeah, this Bloody Mary here is smoking out.
Tap out.
That is a tap out. Your winner is ACRO.
So yeah, I got pretty lucky. Although ACRO had lost its weapon midway through the fight, it seemed that Bloody Mary also had issues with theirs, having magic smoke coming off of it and ultimately tapping out, giving me the win. Examining the bot post-fight, I was looking for any damage and a reason for why the weapon stopped working.
I found the culprit. Oh my god, so this thing rotates. But this side is fused to the side of the wall. I don't even know what's being held up at.
So apparently what had happened during the fight was that ACRO has these side bearings that keep the ring from rubbing against the walls. And I must have not screwed it in securely enough, so it must have fallen out during an impact, resulting in the 2 parts friction welding against each other. There are a few other unfortunate design issues that ACRO has, but we will go over it in the next fight. Our next opponent is Xanadu, which is a dual disc vertical spinner. Now, the original plan was to run my long forks to try to keep the opponent's weapon far away from me, but I've decided to run my shorter fork variant out of fear of losing too much maneuverability.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight!
should have tried longer forks. Regardless of that, there's been a fatal flaw throughout these past fights.
Vert.
Yeah.
Sophisticated gears.
Yeah.
Force that is.
ACRO keeps flipping itself. I mean, yes, it's supposed to be able to do that, but it's flipping involuntarily, so I wasn't sure what the cause was. The answer was simple. The weapon was too close to the ground. With a score of 1-1, ACRO would either qualify or be eliminated. And with our next opponent being another scary horizontal, Frostbite, I could only pray things go as planned this time. For this fight, I decided to run my other horizontal armor variant that I dubbed the Crown. The idea was that a single long steel fork could get beneath my opponent to deliver a nice blow, while the TPU armor, like in the first fight, helped protect me against side blows to the ring.
Unstick is complete.
Well, at least I tried. Ultimately, the lack of ground clearance for my weapon, along with a slew of other issues, led to my downfall. And so my opponent earns his well-deserved victory, and ACRO was finally again defeated. Looking at the bot post fight, you can just see how powerful my opponent's weapon was, shattering my AR-500 weapon into bits. And despite not qualifying, I think it was for the better. ACRO, at least for now, was not ready to join the bigger league. There's still tons of things I need to refine. There's still lots more that I need to test. But I'm glad I came and took the time to get a feel of what's out there. The National Havoc Robot League was an amazing event that I'll be sure to come back to in the future. Thank you everyone at NHRL for making this event possible.